Hello and welcome back to Hell Is Us. We made a lot of progress in the last episode. We finally found our father, which was extraordinary. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us, but he gave us some leads as well as some sort of key that I'm assuming unlocks something. So we might find that out in this episode, I'm not sure. But we also found some stuff for the musician in Jova. So that is probably necessary to make sure that the captain doesn't off him. So yeah, I am excited to explore more. I hope you are too. So let's dive in and just get started. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, let's get started. We kind of left off at our father's grave here. It looks like there's potentially something this way, question mark? So let's head on this way. Yeah, it looks like there's something here. A bottle of pills with a prescription filled for Diana Kopp. Prescription as treatment for heart conditions such as angina, arrhythmia, or high blood pressure. Angina? Angina? I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. Ooh. Got a little bit of health back. Also, found the time loop. We need some sort of key. What a weird key. Enter time loop. We did kill the guardian, but I feel like this is going to be some sort of boss fight. No. It's not what I meant to do. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Or just wasted two. I feel like I'm getting away from where I should be going. Okay, killed another time loop guardian. I feel like I'm going the wrong way here. We need to go back to the windmill. Oh, this is a mine entrance. Wow. Whole campsite here.
Albin and I fled from Jova when we heard the Asterian army was approaching. We left everything behind, even our poor dog.
She owns the dog.
Albin is really beside himself about it. We just couldn't risk bringing him along, noisy as he is.
Huh.
My
Okay.
poor Max. We had to leave in such a hurry, we left him behind. I pray to Cetheris that those Savinian cretins haven't found him. Oh, I should have just set him free. I'll never forgive myself.
Well, I will set him free. Hopefully he won't die.
I don't know if it's the stress, the hunger, or the cold. I feel weak. My heart is beaten out of my chest.
We found your medicine.
Medication in my suitcase, and I have no idea where it is. What else could possibly go wrong in this hellhole? I'm so tired.
I have your medicine. Oops.
You found my medication?
Yes. Yes, I
What a
did.
relief. I was starting to make peace with Cetheris. You've saved my life. Thank Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't even fathom what would have become of my poor baby if something happened to me. I just need to rest for a little bit.
Of course. Nice.
You found Mrs. Cross's medication? I hope she'll start feeling better soon. I can't wait to tell Mr. Atticus. He was so worried about her.
What are you holding? You're holding a baby? Interesting. So, I guess we're going. I keep on thinking that I should go back, but oh, it doesn't go anywhere anyhow. Never mind. Definitely something on the other side, though. Okay. Whoa, I almost dropped right down. And that could have been bad. Now we have 2 things in Jova that we need to do. Release the dog. Holy crap. There's a lot of guys. Guess we kind of have to go this way though, don't we? Stop walking on. Jeez. What is happening? I have no stamina. That was so annoying. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I could not get out of there. It was all jumbled up. I was panicky a little bit. A little bit. No, I'm sorry. That's fine. Obtaining a lot of shards, that's a good thing. I don't really heal myself much in that situation, but there's a moon. Can't seem to get up there. Okay. That one has a snake. That one has a moon. Okay. Don't know if that means anything or not, but The stamina after after one hit is crazy. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. And then I need to add regular med packs. There's so many. Okay, let's go through. And that mountain is crazy. Let's go through this area. But I'm assuming it's towards a mine. Like, I can't reach you. Well, hello.
I'm a journalist. Article 79 of the Geneva Convention formally states that journalists are protected under international humanitarian law.
You're the journalist.
Who are you?
I'm Tanya Elva. I'm an independent investigative journalist covering the Civil War.
Uh-huh.
Vitalis told me the passcode is Pentos. What's your connection to him?
Oh, so we're on the same team then. Vitalis is the source of my story. We met for the first time at the Weeping Knight statue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about him. He was taking me to the Vigil headquarters when we got ambushed. It's somewhere in these rocky ridges.
Are you the journalist mentioned in this note?
Yes, I am. In my defense, you are dressed like the enemy. I was just covering my arse.
Makes sense.
What do you know about their headquarters?
Vitalis described the entrance as a doorway etched into solid rock. He mentioned a windmill above it on the cliff. You need
Okay.
2 keys to open the door. Vitalis gave me one during the ambush. Please, take it.
Nice.
Find Agatha. She has the other one.
Nice. Oh, it's the same symbol. Very cool. An ornate carved symbol depicting a light candle. It is meant to open the way to the Vigil's hideout in Vyssa Hills. Cool. Now, I want to hear what the first line that I accidentally skipped.
What do you know about their headquarters?
They call it the Watcher's Nest.
Watcher's Nest.
To get there, Vitalis said we must follow the path with all the tombstones and obelisks just west of here.
We started following the obelisks a little bit, or at least I
Vitalis
noticed them.
described the entrance as a doorway. You need 2
Okay.
keys.
Where is Agatha?
Where's Agatha?
We escaped the ambush together and headed into the rocky ridges. The enemy was following us. Agatha and I split up in the path with all the mining carts, and she made sure they followed her. Head back to where the path splits. I went left, and Agatha went right. That was the last time I saw her. I hope she's all right.
Okay.
I won't be joining you. My old injuries are acting up. I will only slow you down. I can see your APC from here. I'll head there and wait for you.
Nice. We have an ally. Awesome. I was wondering about that because every time we go in there, it's like we can look around a little bit, but yeah, I was like, surely this is going to be filled up a little bit better. So Agatha went this, whoa. Aww. Okay. Wait. Wait. There were things here. Basic meal, okay. Whoa! Okay. Cool. Looks like there's a way down. Looks like it might be a nightmare. Ooh. Cool. Do we go down or do we continue on? Definitely something there. Those just look like normal boys. They don't look like they have moods. Oh, okay. Guess we're going down. Unit lifts the user to a dominant altitude that can be leveraged into an aerial assault. Cool. I shouldn't have done that. Citizen identification card mandatory for all residents in the country. And oh, was this her? I didn't even see. An ornate carved symbol depicting an yeah. Okay. So this was the other girl then. I should have tried to pick that up while I was in the middle of combat. Yeah, that was her. So at least we got the other key then. See what's going on here. Wow. Wow. Holy crap. Really far. Need a key. Looks like a pickaxe. There's a mouse symbol here as well. So dark. Okay, nothing that way. Go this way. And possibly something that way. So we need to find a key before we can go further there. Let's continue on up. Okay. There's something up here. That looks like the path we should be taking. This looks like another mine entrance. I find a key. Is this just the other side? No. Oh, that's different. Oh, there's a dude. That was the silliest thing I think I've said in a while. There's a dude. That was mildly terrifying, not gonna lie. Okay, so this one's locked from that side. And we still need another key. Okay, there's multiple mine entrances. Interesting. Very interesting. It's getting creepily foggy. Okay. I got an achievement. I did not see what that achievement was. I will discover it, I'm sure, when I edit. Oh, it's another person.
Listen, I don't want any trouble. I'm just looking for supplies.
Okay. Who are you?
Who are you?
The name's Atticus. I escaped the Medini prison camp when the demons attacked. I should have died there. Looks like Setharus had other plans for me.
Yes, your father's looking for you.
I joined up with some
So
refugees.
cool.
We have a camp close by. The path to reach it is behind the giant stone serpent. Head north from here. You should find it.
Why are you clear over here, though?
These people need me. They're in bad shape. I'm out here scrounging for supplies.
Gotcha.
Have you seen the destroyed ON vehicles on the road?
Uh-huh.
They're northeast of the Weeping Knight statue. There's a truck that's still in good shape. If only I could find the keys and get it started, I could take these people to my father's farm in Sinedra.
This is awesome. Oh, awesome. I love it. I love the progression of this. It's so satisfying when you find something that they were looking for.
I think I met your father. He's Ernest Cadell, right?
Yes, he's my father. I'm glad to know he's alive and well.
Oh, yeah.
This makes me want to get back home even more.
Uh-huh. Sorry about your brothers, though.
Did you see a strange door somewhere around here?
I saw a large door carved into the rock. Head back on this path and turn left. Continue on the path, and the door will be on your right.
Gotcha.
Careful, though. There's a huge demon lurking in front.
Of course.
When I saw it, I turned back real quick.
I bet. Okay.
It doesn't look like it, but Hadia was beautiful and peaceful. It changed so quickly. I first noticed it on campus at Los Angeles University. History lessons were modified to suit new narratives. The line drawn in the sand by facts was fading under the waves of Sabinian nationalism. New campus groups and fraternities were formed and engaged in intimidation campaigns against Palamas students. Some of us stood firm, but most ended up leaving. It was so hard for me. My parents had spent their hard-earned money to send me to university. I was the only one in the family who had been given this chance. Deep down, I always believed that it would stop, that people would eventually come to their senses. Then I noticed that this was happening all over the country. By the time my hope had faded, civil war erupted.
Uh-huh.
When the war erupted, I was still in Los Angeles, in the heart of the Lion's Den. I gathered what supplies I had and left for the Asterian-Umbrahan border.
Los Angeles.
I needed to get home, to get to my family. What usually took a few hours on a road trip was turning into a logistical nightmare. Couldn't drive, take the bus, or train. Sabinian soldiers were patrolling back roads, streets, stations, you name it. On the way, I did things. Things I'm not. I stole from people who were more desperate than I was.
Not me to skip this
I refused
line.
to help others in need. I truly failed as a palamist. After months of hiding, looting, stealing, and running, I finally arrived on the outskirts of the Umbrahan border. I sought refuge in a barn. I was exhausted and hungry. The farmer woke me. I was initially terrified, but he was holding a plate of food. He handed it to me, and I devoured it. He said he would return with more. He turned out to be a Sabinian farmer, feeding me to buy time until the soldiers showed up. It worked like a charm. That was the last square meal I had. After that, prison scraps if I was lucky.
Wow.
Did you know that the peacekeepers had an outpost in Medini? They stood by and watched Sabinian soldiers rape and murder Palamists in droves. I'll tell you what they did care about. Their medical supplies and food. That's it. If they claim they never saw the Medini prison camp just outside of town, they could sure smell it. I guarantee you that. The stench of death filled the air for kilometers. They had the numbers and equipment to stop what was happening. They just stood there and watched. Let's just say, I don't hold them in high regard.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense.
Let me tell you about Sabinians. The guards at the Medini prison camp would sometimes open the camp gates to Sabinian civilians. They would enter the gates of hell to spend the night beating, killing, raping, or any other twisted pleasure they could imagine. These Sabinian civilians wanted to settle old scores. Do you know what their grievances were? A wealthy Palamist who would refuse to give them a job. A farmer who wouldn't lend his tools. A man who had stolen a girlfriend. Petty disputes were settled with crimes against humanity. That's who you're dealing with. I despise them with every fiber of my being. They are my brothers and sisters. Our faith and tragedy bind us. We will overcome this. We must. Now, more than ever. May we all stand in our Lord's gaze. They are not our Lord's doing. He would never unleash such demons upon us, no matter how much we've sinned. This disaster is the work of TR, a two-headed serpent. You want proof? If they were from Setharis, they would have only attacked the guards back in Medini. Once the strange anomalies appeared, creatures materialized everywhere out of thin air. It was surreal. The cat TR made the great curse, and his demons dwell in that place. I believe those anomalies are doorways between our worlds.
Interesting. Sorry for skipping a line there. Okay. We need to find a key for him for the truck. Oh, that's where I was. He was just up here. Aha! Interesting. For the truck so that he can get the other refugees to his father. Love, love, love. So yeah, this war does not seem good. Like most war is. Not good. Ooh. Weapon level up. Fabulous. But that one had 2. I almost died. Okay, here's the door. This is exciting. Wish there was a save point here. Okay. Vigil members, we must open Pentos' coffin today. No more delays. It's directly beneath this floor. Just go through the hole in the wall. The coffin's mechanism appears to be locked by this riddle. Through his name, his title, the symbol of his order, and the date of inception of this order, shall the path be revealed. We solve it and we proceed to our next phase. Let's finish this. Vitalis. So our father wrote this note. The symbol is the book with the candle, right? I'm guessing the name is Pentos. I feel like we've gotten a letter about the date of conception or inception. Yeah, so Agatha, Marin, Polemist, Yahani, Yuvel. When does this take place? I thought it took place in the 1990s because of that calendar that we saw. Her date of birth was 09? Question mark? Would make her very young. I love how it says a small Polaroid photo of a happy family. Literally none of them are smiling. The Watcher's Nest, the Vigil, founded 1513. So the name Pentos Algia, title The Vigil, question mark. Symbol of the orders, I believe the book with the candle. And then date of inception 1513. This one's lit. This one's lit. Okay. Weird. Okay, we have lots of things here. Holy crap.
The Umal Caves expeditions yielded two significant revelations. Confirmation that the calamity is real, and the existence of a plan to stop it, the so-called failsafe. We know nothing of this failsafe, nor of the artifact we recovered. All of these tomes, and not a shred of information. Whatever machinations the Foal Guard of old had in mind, they were intent on keeping it a secret. I fear it is now lost in the folds of history. It seems to me the artifact may be part of a larger mechanism. Perhaps it is a key of sorts. Does it open another tomb or vault? Are there more such keys? It is clear to me that this artifact, this keystone, is a critical piece of the failsafe enigma. We must continue to pull at this thread until the truth reveals itself.
Okay. The Watcher's Nest. November 29, 1987, the discoveries we came upon within the Yamal Caves were nothing short of astounding. How those discoveries led us here is truly fortuitous. Never would I have imagined standing in such a hallowed, storied place. Brother Damien, we've heard that name before, was adamant about bringing this old dusty cave into the modern age. As much as I begrudged these newfangled computers, I will concede that the work ahead of us is monumental. There are several lifetimes worth of scrolls and manuscripts stored here, and a more efficient method of recording will be of great value. I am hopeful that we can find more important information about this keystone. Okay. Walgroove's wooden shield. February 27th, 1989. Now that we are properly settled, we are ready to delve headlong into the mysteries of this place. Gildas has set his sights on transplanting the many instances of ancient text we have found throughout. I will be concentrating on the strange flower-shaped grooves inlaid into the walls. There are 8 such grooves in the entrance hall, each accompanied by a symbol displayed prominently on a wooden shield. I believe these 8 are part of a set. Agatha has a keen eye for iconography. I've asked her to assist me in interpreting the possible meaning of these symbols. Metal shield. June 2nd, 1989. I've recently turned my attention to the set of 3 flower-shaped grooves in the corridor. Each is overlooked by a large metallic aegis bearing a strikingly well-preserved coat of arms. Of these, I can only recognize our own, that of the Vigil. Gildas assures me that he has seen the others before, and he will attempt to track down their provenance. He will record his findings on the whiteboard. Okay. Walgroove's main area. January 30th, 1990. It's clear now that the grooves on both sides of the armor rack are meaningless, and we're done wasting time on them. Instead, it's very likely the grooves flanking the old banner are part of the solution. Damien has noted the decipher dates for each side of the whiteboard. Alcoves. April 22nd, 1990. Through countless hours of study, Gildas has managed to piece together a rudimentary translation key for the ancient language. Through it, we have now discovered that this place was named the Watcher's Nest. Why is there so many spaces between the apostrophe and the S? More importantly, we have translated the text accompanying the 4 flower-shaped grooves in the alcoves adjoining the main room. The texts are simply a collection of names: Alecto, Algia, Dio, and Rosa. Algia is Pentos. Pentos Algia. Upon further research within the scrolls, we discover that these are the names of the last old guard generals, the so-called Wardens of the Eye. What is the significance of their inscription here? Every stone uncovered spawns more questions. Burial chamber. January 21st, 1993. Yesterday, a rather significant earthquake put our operations on hold. The generators failed and we were thrust into darkness. We're just now getting our infrastructure back. A section of the wall in the main room has crumbled, revealing a hidden burial chamber. We believe it to be the tomb of Pentos Algia, the founder of the Vigil. Unbelievable that this sealed chamber should be found right under our noses. What good fortune. The chamber is venerable treasure trove of revelations. Along with the sarcophagus, ornate illustrations adorn the walls. Once the rubble is cleared, we will hoist Gildas down into the chamber, that he may begin to translate the ancient text. This may just be the lead we have been hoping for. Ceramic flowers. January 22nd, 1993. We found 4 flower-shaped ceramic tokens inside the tomb. They share a perfect symmetry with the wall grooves, whose purpose has evaded us since we first entered this place. Everything is beginning to fall into place. The tokens are clearly made to be inserted into the grooves. There are 4 tokens and 4 distinct sets of grooves. I believe this mystery must be linked to Algia somehow. Perhaps the grooves represent his life, his accomplishments. I feel we are so very close to the solution. And then our father thought they were the name, the title, the symbol of the Order, and the date of inception. Okay. Now he said something about the banner. More so than the wall. Okay, usable items. Generators. Rosa. Okay. Dio. Interesting. Order of the Eye. Full Guard. Vigil. Order of the Eye looks like a microorganism. Like, I don't want to say it. They think it's like a no-no word, but the pandemic from a few years ago kind of looks like that. 1512 is to the right, 1513 is to the left. Reverse that. 1512 is to the left, 1513 is to the right.
The revelation that we may have a traitor in our ranks weighs heavily on me. Our vows are sacrosanct. How could one betray the Order at a moment such as this? I harbor a growing suspicion, an insidious notion that is slowly taking root. Harrowing, if accurate. It chills me to the bone. I cannot inform the others until I have arrived at certainty without doubt. The risk of exposure is too great. What would she possibly have to gain? I pray that I am mistaken. The consequences would be disastrous. Likely the end of the Vigil as we know it.
Is he talking about my mother? Or somebody else? Cool armor. Helm of Kuith. Helm of Kuith? Worn by General Pentus Algia, first of the Vigil. Cool. What's behind the curtain? Something.
The tomes scattered around this hallowed ground speak of Pentos Algia, the first of the Watchers. It was Pentos who recognized that the Calamity would always remain a threat. From the ashes of the derelict Full Guard, he forged a new order to carry on our sacred charge. His foresight and tenacity are the reason the Vigil still exists today. There must be a reason he chose to conceal the existence of the failsafe and the keystone. Truly extraordinary that we should stumble upon his tomb after all these years. I pray it contains the answers we seek.
Have another computer here. So we need a 6-digit code, another one. Let's head down. Oh my goodness. A lot going on here. Left, Warden of Rage. Right, Warden of Loathing. These are the name or the emotions. Warden of Ecstasy, Warden of Vigilance of the the demons. Warden of Terror, Admiration. Neutral. Warden of Grief, Warden of Amazement. Huh. Pentos Aegea ordained the new Warden of Grief, 1501. Okay. To the doorway of the dark forest of the south. So this is one of the ones that goes into the ruins in the forest that we were just at in the last episode. We need one more. So maybe there we will find something that leads back to here. Ceramic flower. A blue tinted ceramic token with a wooden flower inlaid in the center, found in the Watcher's nest. 4 of them. Nothing happened. We have 4 of the flowers. You know, there's only... No, never mind. I have to believe grief is one of them. That would make sense to me. Okay. Okay, so the armor are meaningless. The banner I'm gonna try it. Oh, okay. Okay. Remove. So, okay, I think I am understanding. So the 2 dates, 1512, 1513. The date of the foundation or the inception is 1513. So that one. The Vigil. Okay, so symbol of the order, book with a candle, the Vigil, and the name Pentos Aegea. What is the last one? Rosa, Dio. So we found Dio and Rosa's, but where is Aegea and Atticus? Oh, it's behind the board. Haha! Okay. I think I figured it out, guys! Yes! Oh, I love a good puzzle. Ha 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 ha! And that's Aegea. Passive relic acquired. Ooh, here we go. New usable item acquired. Blue flower scroll. Old scroll written in the ancient language. Elaborate illustrations adorn the page and feature a blue flower. Found in Pentos Elgia's tomb in the Watcher's Nest. Okay, so there's a blue garden, and it has those same symbols for pillar things that we found in the Casa Marshes, which opened the doorway to the training area for the people. This looks like a different place, though.
That's interesting.
Tanya.
I made it back to your APC and figured out how to access your drone's controls.
Oh, great.
Bring back that scroll you just picked up. I found something in the APC that can help us.
Do we trust her? I feel like I shouldn't trust anybody. Okay. Oh, that was awesome. Toilet flushing? And a clearing of a throat. That's weird. Toilet flushing. Oh. Oh. Hello? Oh, gosh. Hello. Let me stop blinding you.
Funny. I've never seen you before.
My sword.
No matter. I can see your credentials hanging from your neck. Welcome to the Watcher's Nest.
Who are you?
My name is Gildas Brom. I am the oldest member of the Vigil. Ever since I lost the use of my legs, I've been the caretaker of relics and other useful items. We have accumulated quite a collection. These items are precious and will undoubtedly help you fight the creatures.
Anything else you can tell me about the Watcher's Nest?
Initially, the Watcher's Nest was a barracks for the Foal Guards, our ancestral order. Their blue-flowered crest is carved on the walls. The Foal Guard abandoned it, but Pentos Elgia, the founder of the Vigil, reclaimed it years later. He made it a secret stronghold to coordinate the Vigil's efforts. Today, it is a beacon, a marker left behind for future generations. Pentos was put to rest here, but we only recently discovered his tomb in the crypt below. Although we haven't been able to open his coffin yet, we are confident there are more answers inside.
I opened it.
What are other duties a Vigil must perform?
I'm sure you are aware that nothing is free in this world. As a Vigil, you swore an oath to prevent the calamity and protect the people of Hadia. By performing good deeds for Hadians, you can acquire some relics and items. You may have noticed that the creature, despite being slain, returns after a certain time. That's because you haven't shut down their time loop. You need to kill the Guardians first, and only then can you enter the time loop to shut it down. We must shut down all the time loops. I know, it seems like an impossible task given the brutality of the Civil War. Take this. It will help you detect the Guardians that are protecting each time loop.
Nice. This item can be equipped. A device that always seems to point to the nearest time loop guardian. A crystalline lattice that is highly sensitive to proximate time loop frequencies. The crystal orients itself towards similar frequencies in the vicinity. Cool.
What are time loops, and how do I shut them down?
They ensnare moments in time, events charged with extreme violence, and curse those trapped inside to relive the moment over and over again.
Oh.
Now, how to shut it down? Once inside, you must bring an Ammon prism to the center of the time loop. The center is deadly to humans, so the Fold Guards trained owls to carry the Ammon prism. Ammon prisms are extremely rare. This is the only one I have left. Please take it. Perhaps your flying gadget can carry it to the center for you. Remember, when you close a time loop, come back and see me to claim your reward.
Cool.
There must be thousands. Roll up your sleeves. You have a lot of work ahead of you.
Thousands? A small prism that emits a constant hum. It is much heavier than it looks. Prism composed of a basic crystalline lattice whose peculiar structure traps and delays limbic frequencies. This mechanism distributes any looping resonance into irregular patterns, causing the collapse of Sigma signature time loop. Oh my gosh. Okay. To collapse a time loop, one must first gain access to its interior. Based on our findings, this is only possible after eliminating all its guardians. Fortunately, the device we discovered in the Watcher's Nest, dubbed the Guardian Detector by Gildas's boundless imagination, can be used to locate them. Once inside a time loop, an amine prism must be placed at its very center. The ancient texts warn that this point is fatal to all biological life. Our ancestors in the Fold Guard initially sent sacrificial volunteers, the proto-martyrs, into the time loops carrying the prisms. Later, they were replaced with specially trained owls. Additionally, time loops seem to form according to 3 patterns of increasing intensity. Each requires an amine prism of the corresponding patterns in order to destabilize and collapse the time loop. That summarizes everything we know about these anomalies. Vitalis would like to start planning when and how we'll shut them down. And as Gildas reminds us, we're fresh out of owls. Hence the drone. Cool. We've already accomplished some of these. I love the progress of the tutorials in this game.
How do I perform good deeds?
It's simple. Help our people. Hadeans are a proud bunch. They won't ask for your help directly, so pay attention to what they say. The more you help our fellow Hadeans, the more relics and items you can acquire. Now, you're asking yourself, how can this old kook know if I'm helping people? Oh, I can tell. It's in your eyes, boy. The eyes have much to say if one knows how to look. Whenever you accomplish a good deed, come back and talk to me to claim your reward.
Okay.
Have I helped enough Hadeans?
Hadeans are lucky to have a Vigil like you watching over them.
Nice. New glyph. Endless waves of grief energy spill out of your weapon, tormenting limbic entities with heavy sorrow. The enemy concepts in this game are fascinating to me. New defensive gear. Strikes against you will replenish your limbic energy. Cool. You suffer waves of great sorrow, losing endurance in the process, but sharing the agony with nearby limbic entities and damaging them. Well, that sounds less than desirable. Grant experience to the current wielded weapon. Limbic cluster with a natural occurring resonance. Used to induce similar resonance in limbic weapon, honing its frequency. Holy crap. You revel in ecstatic pain as you willingly inflict damage upon yourself and share the blissful agony with all nearby limbic entities.
What do you know about these weapons?
Consider what our smiths need to forge our weapons. It makes you think, doesn't it? Now that's a chicken and the egg mystery if I ever saw one. Think about it. You can't slay the creatures without our weapons. The material to forge them comes from the creature's corpse. How did they do it?
Right.
Where do these necklaces come from?
The necklaces we carry today belong to the Foal Guards. We found them in old tombs and ruins. Crafting these necklaces is a lost art. Many have tried unlocking the secrets of forging one, but every attempt has failed. They are precious and rare, which is why each member of the Vigil passes the necklace to their next of kin.
And that's why we have one.
Can you tell me more about the Keystone of Grief?
If you have the keystone, this can only mean one thing. Vitalis is no more. This is a somber day for the Vigil. He was the best of us. Unfortunately, there is no time to mourn him. I will honor his memory later. As for the artifact, we only have theories, some of which you can find in notes and journals strewn across the tables and desks. The Keystone of Grief was found in the Umal Caves, leading us to the Watcher's Nest. Whatever the Keystone is, I believe some answers can be found in Pentos's coffin. If only we can figure out a way to open the damned thing.
Speaking of which...
This was in Pentos's coffin. What do you make of it?
This is what you found. That isn't very reassuring. More riddles. The scroll must be the key to solving the enigma. I recognize the old Hadean language. It died out centuries ago. It would be best to find someone who can translate it.
Gotcha.
Hadeans need to rejoin the world. Come to think of it, we've never been a part of it. Hadeans have been isolated for far too long. I believe the only way to end the calamity is to abandon Hadea. Leave and never return, Sabinian and Palamist alike. The calamity is unique to Hadea. Why? What is it about Hadea that is so different from any other country? The answer is buried out there somewhere. We need to find it and stop it for good this time, or the cycle of destruction will continue. War is beyond tragedy, a senseless waste of human life and potential, and sadly, Hadea is no stranger to it. We haven't seen a conflict in over 1,000 years. In fact, we haven't seen a war this brutal before. Modern guns, mixed with hatred passed on from one generation to the next, are bound for terrible consequences. This is why the Vigil doubled its efforts when war loomed on the horizon, and also why the Vigil is being hunted. When desperate, we tend to make mistakes. and expose ourselves. I'll never ascribe to the theory that the Vigil has a traitor within its ranks. Never. I don't know much about the Peacekeepers. In a way, they are like the Vigil. They help the victims of war and ensure their care. Nothing wrong with that. However, unlike us, they operate in the open, which has certain disadvantages. It's like having a target painted on your back. I wish them the best of luck. Technically, I am Sabinian. I don't count myself as one, though. I am a Vigil first and foremost. I was born and raised in the small village of Teden. It's in the north of Asteria. I went to school just like the other Sabinian kids, but during the small hours, I trained. I barely had friends growing up, but that didn't matter. The life of a Vigil is lonely and hard. I was always the outsider looking in. I observed my friends and neighbors all bickering about the Palamists. Let's just say I had other things on my mind than to hate an entire group of people. That always bothered me to my core. I wish I could have told them all to stop, to tell the truth, and to warn them of the real threat. I'm afraid they were too far gone, as if their hatred were a terminal sickness. I have no ill feelings toward the Palamists. They are dyed-in-the-wool Hadeans. Do you know the saying, the way to a dog's heart is through his stomach?
Yeah.
Well, the way to a Palamist's heart is through his faith. Threaten that, and you will have a devoted enemy pitted against you. The propagandists played the religion card, fear-mongering the Palamists into believing that the Sabinians were going to take their faith away. And now look at us, divided and broken. It's deplorable. The time loops appeared at midnight on January 1st, and the creatures soon after. This isn't the first time this phenomenon has occurred in Hadia. You would think we would all be experts by now, but we're piecing together some lost history. Somehow the vital information has slipped through the cracks. We are uncertain if January 1st at midnight is genuinely part of the cycle. Is it consistent or random? We are plagued by many of these questions. With our lack of answers, we could do little to prevent the calamity. Only brace for it. Now that it is upon us, only one question remains. Who or what is creating the time loops?
Indeed. Well, we got a lot of information there. A lot of information. I love how I was exploring this whole place, and he was just, what I'm assuming was taking a crap. We still don't have a code for this computer. Maybe we'll figure that out at some point. I unfortunately have to end this video. I've been playing for quite some time. Need to take a break. I'm very hungry and I need to figure out what I'm doing tonight. So, thank you so much for watching. With every episode, every time I turn on this game, start playing this game, I become more and more engrossed in this story, in this world, in the gameplay, in the exploration, in the characters, in the story, and all of it. I'm very, very excited to continue playing it. I hope you will join me in doing so. So if you are new, make sure to subscribe. Everybody else, as well as yourselves, go ahead and like this video. It really helps me out, pushes the video out there, and gets new people involved. Finally, this month's positive affirmation is be patient with yourself. I hope this helps you out in your own life as it helps me out in my life. And yeah, If it has helped you out, make sure to leave a comment letting me know. All right, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.